again, and welcome to another episode of our CSA unboxing with Lifestyle Dynamics. I'm Chelsea Cohen of Lifestyle Dynamics, lifestyledynamics.com. You can find our recipes and articles and tips on our website, and along with our expanding line of kitchen products. We will go ahead and just get started. We've got, let's see, and I wanted to mention it's kind of turning closer to fall, so we're going to see some new produce that we haven't been seeing, some of the more fall produce popping up as we will see today. So we've got some figs, and I wanted to just give a mention to the fact that figs don't last very long, so we want to eat them as soon as possible. And what I'm going to do with this, I actually have some prosciutto and some goat cheese, so I'm going to just be slicing them in half and then topping them with some goat cheese and wrapping them in the prosciutto. Now, if you don't like goat cheese, as my husband does not like goat cheese, so I'm very familiar with the fact that it is a particular taste, but if you don't like it, you can try any other soft or semi-soft cheese, such as a brie or a port salut, which is one of my favorites, and try that with them instead of the goat cheese. Alright, the next one, we have some grapes, and I like to snack on these. I don't do much with the grapes. I like to snack on them, and the other thing that I like to do is I'm very particular as to the crispness of the grape. So when the grapes start getting a little bit soft in the fridge, when they're still good, but they're just getting a little bit soft, what I do is I just take them all off of their little vines, and I pop them into a freezer, just kind of lay them all flat in one layer in a freezer, and then they get cold, and I eat them as snacks afterwards. They make really good snacks in the evening for sometimes when you get the munchies and you really want to grab for those, you know, crackers or chips or something like that. This is a really good substitute, kind of to addictively eat them in the evenings instead of a dessert also. Alright, we have some heirloom tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes are delicious. They don't look like the uniform tomatoes. I'm sure, you know, they're very popular. Heirloom is very popular now, so I'm sure that y'all are very, very up to date on them. But I actually was wondering what the difference is between heirloom and regular. And there's actually a definition, and per definition, heirloom seeds have to be at least 50 years old. So we have a lot of hybrids and a lot of kind of experimenting going on. I'm not talking GMOs, but I'm just talking about the further hybridization and development of tomato seeds, which is a different thing than GMO, which I discussed a little bit in one of our other videos. But they have to be at least 50 years old. So the seeds that come from here are the seeds that are at least 50 years old. They've had time to develop that particular flavor, and some people say if you haven't eaten heirloom tomatoes, you really haven't tasted a tomato, because the other one is kind of a cheap imitation. So we love to get heirloom tomatoes. The flavor is definitely a lot better, a lot different. So heirloom. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have some grapefruit. We have 2 grapefruits in here, and grapefruits, I was actually wondering what grapefruit pairs well with, and I looked it up, and grapefruit pairs really well with black pepper, surprisingly, and also with mint. So I kind of was thinking about, you know, black pepper and mint, you know, the mind goes to cocktails. So that would be a really cool idea, is to do some freshly squeezed grapefruit juice, make a black simple syrup, which we have a recipe for a black simple syrup on our website with our gimlet that we do, and then just throw in some muddled mint, and that would make a really good cocktail for anyone on the weekend. Alright, let's see. We have lettuce. I always get lettuce. Lettuce is always a mess. And this lettuce, it's actually pretty uniform. This one would make a good good wraps. One of the things that I had recently was kind of like a sweet pulled pork sandwich, but I didn't want to eat the bread, so I had it done in lettuce wraps. So that's a really interesting idea. It's not just your normal lettuce wraps, but to do something like a pulled pork, you can do like a crock pot pulled pork or something, and use these as lettuce wraps for like a sandwich. Let's see. All right, we have some apples here. All right, and these are called Gravestine apples, and they have like a sweet tart flavor, and they are really actually pretty solid and sturdy, so they'll hold up to cooking. You can do, you know, cakes and pies, tarts and that type of thing with these types of apples. And they come around towards the end of summer or early fall, so you might be seeing those in your specialty produce area. Alright, we have some Bartlett pears. See, this is what I'm talking about, kind of the pears are coming into season. Some of the more fall occurring fruits. And pears make really good, you can do the same thing that you would do with an apple if you do baked pears or poached pears, something like that, with some vanilla ice cream would be really good. And we have another type of pear. And I'm actually going to pull, these are the last two items, I'm going to actually pull these two out together. I actually added the fennel to this because when I saw, this is called an Asian pear. It's more rounded, it doesn't look like the normal pear shape, it's more of an apple shape, and it's a lot sturdier and crisper than a normal pear. And as soon as I saw that Asian pears were going to be in the box, I actually added the fennel. I'm not a huge fan of fennel or the licorice or anise flavor in general, but several years back I bought a book called A Homemade Life by Molly Weisenberg, and I highly recommend you picking that up. It's a great read, has some great stories, and every story comes with a recipe. So it's a really great book, but some of the recipes are just really great, and I put them into my my repertoire because they're just so good and so addictive, and a lot of them don't even have any meat. There are a lot of them I didn't even realize were not vegan but vegetarian, so cheese and vegetables and fruits. And so the salad that she has in there is Asian pear, fennel, lemon juice, and salt, and some Parmesan cheese, and it's really, really good. I highly recommend it. Go out and buy that book. I'll actually put a link to the book on Amazon. I'll put that in our website so that you can see it. And other than that, I think that this is it. There are many other boxes to come, so definitely stay tuned. We have a box coming every 2 weeks, and as we get later into the fall season and then into winter, you'll definitely see a revolving of different fruits and different ideas and different recipes coming out that'll suit the season, which is what I really, really like about CSA boxes, is that you kind of roll with the seasons with it. So check us out on lifestyledynamics.com. That's lifestyledynamics.com, and I hope to see you again. Thanks so much. Bye.